Are you concerned about the safety of our nation's food supply? What about the air that we breathe and the water that we drink? SPEA's environmental health science students are trained to address these and other pressing environmental health problems through a curriculum that blends science, management, and policy. Undergraduate students can choose from the environmental health science major, or environmental science and health minor, or a certificate in environmental studies. IUPUI SPEA is located in the heart of downtown Indianapolis. Oftentimes when people look for a college, they think, what type of job will I get after school? SPEA's environmental health science graduates can be found working at a variety of public, nonprofit, and private organizations. What kind of jobs can you get with SPEA? Let's look at both a faculty's perspective and a student's perspective as well.
Environmental health science is a career that a lot of people don't know a lot about. Obviously, everyone knows about the environment, but they really aren't sure whether or not people can actually have jobs in that field. And obviously, what I'm here to tell you about is the kind of job opportunities that do exist in this profession. The diversity of jobs is almost limitless. There are the traditional things like air and water and solid and hazardous waste, but there's a lot of other very exciting opportunities in this field as well that deal with things such as food safety or swimming pool safety or safety of institutional facilities like daycare centers and schools.
How I got into SPEA was that I was as a UCall student, I was introduced to SPEA by my counselor when I was signing up for classes. And she had asked me my likes and my dislikes, and I told her things that I didn't want to be. Like, I didn't want to be a doctor and I didn't want to be a nurse, but I knew I wanted to help people. And I knew that I was interested in the environment because I knew I liked my sciences and my math. And so how I figured out my major was that I'm an environmental science major, and the classes that I've used, the classes that I like, is that I've taken food science, I've taken environmental analytical classes, and I've taken math from environmental science. And those are the classes that I like, and those are the classes I've also used for my internships. My internships that I've taken is that I had one in the summer. It was in Columbus, Ohio, and I moved there. I was there for about 3 months. I worked at the health department, and I worked for the city of Columbus. And the things that I did there was that I worked in the food safety program, I worked with vector control, I worked with rodent control, and I worked in the Friends of the Lower Olentangy River watershed. And so I have used my food science classes for my food program training with working with sanitarians and working with restaurant inspections. With the FLOW project, we did a macroinvertebrate water quality stream project, and I got to use my analytical techniques class for that in the water quality.
So I can attest that there's a lot of very interesting and challenging jobs that exist in this field. Some of the things that I think students should be aware of is that in the environmental health science field, you have to like science, obviously, because so many of the issues that we're dealing with obviously require knowledge of biology and chemistry and the basic sciences. But in addition, what we're really interested in are those things that are in the environment that have the ability to cause human health and injury.
As for internships, I currently have one right now, and I work for AP Inspections. I work with Steve Ambro, and the things that we do there is that I do mold and I do water intrusions for residents and commercials. So what we do is we look at the surfaces of the exterior and interior for any water damage, water intrusions, or any mold. And so far what I've done is that I've gone to Lowe's to go look for energy saving equipment that you can put into your home to make your home inexpensive for the cold season. I have done a TV promotion with Tree Boy, and we did that's what Lowe's was for. I have also done a house which we went, it was burned. It caught on fire a month before the people moved in, and so what we needed to do was that there was a mold concern, and so we went in and I helped inspect all the woods, all the skeleton of the house.
If you're looking for an enriching career where you keep people safe every day, then look no further than SPEA Environmental Science.